Thinking of a master plan. Thinking of a master plan. Thinking of a master plan. Thinking of a master plan.
Hey, what's up there, everybody? You've tuned into ClarkeRadio, division of Clark TV. Now, sitting down with me, I have three of probably the most mainstream artists in Calgary that I've seen. But yet, they're still underground. But at the same time, they like to keep it serious, but they also like to incorporate lots of humor into their music. Sitting down with me today, ready to make a movement and make their mark in the Calgary music scene, I have the loose Canon Playaz. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up? I'm McPheezy.
What's up? It's Decon.
And you know who it is, it's Easy Mac.
Now, I'm sitting down with the guys from LCP, and, you guys just performed the Rock the Mic show on the 2nd. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what you guys were doing? What were you guys trying to plug? What were you guys trying to get through with your music to the audience?
We were just trying to basically rock a good show. When we rocked the whiskey like a month ago, we set it all up ourselves. So we made sure shit was hype. Am I allowed to swear? Okay, word. We made sure shit was hype. And we try not to do too many other shows that are depending on the organization, because a lot of them turn out whack around here. They did a pretty good job setting up some of the stuff, but the sound I had a little bit of beef with. So we just try to keep it a good attitude no matter what, even if the show doesn't go so good. And to be honest, I'm not happy how the show went, but we kept a good attitude, kept it fun. We like to smile with our audience, connect with them, connect with the fans, give out free CDs if people can't afford to buy them, because we just want to get our music out there and just keep it fun and keep it good.
Now, there's been a big mission statement on the Loose Canon Playaz page on Facebook about how you guys are trying to make your mark. What are some of the things that you're trying to do to broaden your horizons and make your name that much bigger here in the Calgary music scene?
Basically, we're recording an album right now. We've been doing this thing in Calgary for a while now, and we're not really focused on the Calgary music scene so much. We just want to make it in the real music industry. To be completely honest, I think the Calgary scene is starting to almost get on our nerves, because we've been putting our heart and soul into this, and there's no entertainment industry here. I've had a plan to go to LA for a while. Had some problems with the border. Finally got them cleared up, and I just got myself a DUI. So that's changed our plans, and now we're going to the UK this summer, and we're gonna push our music there. We just want to go to a music capital because we're really serious. We put our heart and soul into this shit.
Now, I know that you guys are trying to make a step forward, but at the same time, a majority of your fan base is located right here in Calgary. What do you think they will think about the sudden move from being a local, artist group to being an international? Do you think that they will take it as a negative slight against them, seeing as you guys have really incorporated your fans? And I've seen footage from all your shows, whether they be from Penticton or Calgary or wherever. I've seen that your fans are really there, but a majority of your fans, you got to know, are in Canada. Now, what do you think about losing some fans because of this change, because of wanting to broaden your horizons?
Personally, that's why I love the internet. I mean, I hate it because it's killing the financial part of the music industry, but we can keep in touch with all of them via that. We appreciate and love all our fans. It's nothing against the fans. We love everybody in Calgary as far as that goes. We just want to broaden. I mean, this is our passion. This is our heart and soul, you know what I mean? We're sitting here in debt. All our money goes into it. So it's we can't just sit here and pretend we're going to make it. You know what I mean? We got to go somewhere to make it. Deco, anyone add?
Yeah, and I was just going to say, too, we started from Calgary, and we're always going to be Calgary. And like you said, we worked with a lot of people and a lot of friends that put a lot of their time into the stuff we do. But at the same time, you got to grow as an artist, right? And I think there comes a point where every artist grows out of their shell, right? You got to get beyond what you're comfortable with, get beyond what you know, and experience something bigger than that. And that's what we're trying to do by stretching out there and seeing what else there is, and then possibly bringing it back with a whole new perspective, right?
Now, going along with the LCP franchise, I know that McPhee had been talking to me about, I forget, it's similar to a Jackass kind of thing. It's just insane, crazy stunts, whether it be crashing a car through a house or jumping off a roof into bushes. What are you guys' plan to go on with that part of the franchise? Does that kind of hit a brick wall, or is that still on the go?
No, that's definitely still on the go. It's taking a bit of a back burner. We want to do a TV show at some point with sketch comedy, hip hop stuff and crazy stunts. The problem we've been finding is we've got a few bites from some of the crazy stuff we've done from some networks, but they want to change what we're all about. They don't believe in the music as much, and that's where our heart is. So we're not willing to compromise the integrity of the Loose Cannon Playaz to mold to some corporate bullshit, basically. So we backburnered that. We're gonna make it pop off with the music first, and then do the TV show later down the road.
Now, going on with that about the corporate bullshit, I know that you guys are an underground group, and you guys have been an underground group, and I say mainstream in the fact that you guys are the most mainstream artists in the city of Calgary, and maybe even all of Western Canada. But at the same time, like, do you think that even though you're going to be pushing your music that much further and that much more out there, going internationally, that you might possibly sell out from your underground backgrounds?
I don't think so. I mean, there's always going to be those people who just hate anything that's popular, but I have nothing against genuine music that's popular. If it's pop music that's genuine and it's just that big because it's that good or that catchy, that's fine. It's when you start writing shit that you think people want to hear as opposed to what you want to write. I judge the song. Do I like this shit? How do I feel about it? And if I like it, if it sounds a little mainstream and out there, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like when 50 Cent popped off within the club, he wasn't selling out, but it was that catchy that it popped off that big. But if you start writing tracks that are like jumping on the auto-tune trend or some bullshit like that just to sell, that's when I think you're selling out.
Now, what do you have to say to some of the local artists here in Calgary that are starting to take that trend? And I'm not going to drop any names here, but I'm pretty sure you know who is making this move to trying to make a mainstream sound and get the whole mainstream look. What words of advice do you have for them? Because I know you guys have been in this industry for a very, very long time. What words do you have for them so that, you know, you don't just become a small-time artist who makes it big for that short little bit of time and then puff, you're gone? Like what words of inspiration and what words do you have for them to help keep them with both feet on the ground and their head held high, but at the same time, you know, not floating out into the atmosphere?
One would be don't be a follower, be a leader. And two, more importantly than anything, just be yourself. So many people are putting on a front in this game. You know what I mean? Even some of our earlier shit, we were a little probably lost and confused. We were young kids living like, you know, this fucked up, crazy stunt life. But we were caught up in some bullshit ourselves, and we'd rap about that bullshit like it was part of where we came from. But realistically, we were just caught up, you know what I mean? So really just be genuine, true to yourself. Like, you don't have to be anything that's out there. Just be who you are, and that alone is like huge.
I think too, that goes along with that is everyone tries to capitalize on what's hot, and this is a business too, right? So when people are going to look at something and they want to put out a product that sells, they might be succumbing to whatever's selling at the time. But the point is you got to look beyond what's selling, because you're not going to get signed today, you're going to get signed tomorrow, so you better have what tomorrow needs. And that's always being innovative and taking whatever tools you've got today and creating something different. And that's straight up how every new act gets signed and how they change the whole sound of music at that time.
To add to that, I like the idea of being an artist that almost an A&R is scared of. Because a lot of A&Rs, they look at what's hot right now. You know what I mean? You look at the people like the Kanye West. Nobody wanted to fuck with Kanye. Kanye was so different. Nobody got Kanye. But then when he did pop off, everyone was turning heads because he was that different. So be that artist. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Step out. Be yourself. Find whatever you want to find out there. Experiment. You know what I'm saying? Just be genuinely yourself and go for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Boys just took care of that one.
It's easy. The pitches are easy.
Now, you guys incorporate a lot of humor inside of your music, and you know, a lot of your music, a lot of your tracks off Dying to Live the Dream seem very cartoony and very comical, but at the same time, you know, you have tracks like Broken that you know hit close to home to certain people, and you know, you get to the emotional points. But where do you draw the fine line between, you know, comedy and real life and trying to make a step forward? It's like, where do you guys draw the line? at how crazy you let your music go.
It's crazy in East Coast. There are no limits whatsoever. Like, as far as a life track, I'll just pour my heart out to it. They're the easiest to write because I'm going through shit. Like, I wrote Broken after, like, this crazy conversation with my mom, like, heart-to-heart shit, you know what I'm saying? When you're going through stuff, like, it's easy to write those. Funny tracks, we don't get. Like, we will make people's heads turn to the point they're like, did that actually just happen in the track? Because, I mean, that's the stuff that everyone loves to laugh. If you don't like to laugh, like, you're an alien or something. And that's a quote from me from the last interview we did. What? But you know what I'm saying? Like, on the real tip. And, like, we don't